Hello everyone, coming up on this edition of Living Blind with Cory Jackson, you guessed it, we are in the kitchen again, and this week we are going to make a pork loin roast in the Instant Pot. If you like pork roast, you'll love this recipe and how easy it is, so sit back, relax, and spend a little time with me while we make a pork loin roast in the Instant Pot. It's so great to be back with you all once again. I know I always say this, but I'm sorry, it's been a while. I've just been busy, but I haven't forgotten about you all, and I plan to continue bringing you some videos as long as you like them. Feel free to share with your friends, and don't forget to click the like button and leave comments if you have comments. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. That lets me know that you like what I'm doing. So, pork roast, it's good stuff. You can cook it on the smoker, you can cook it in the oven, you can throw it in the crock pot. But one of my favorite ways to do it is in the Instant Pot. And you won't believe how easy it is to do it this way. So let's get started. All right, so I have my fresh pork roast here, which I'm going to unwrap. And I'll tell you what, y'all, there is nothing like a pork roast done in a crock pot or a pressure cooker, in my opinion. And we're going to be going out for a while today. So in cases like that, and if I was going to cook this in the crock pot, I would have had to start it a lot earlier in the day. But since I didn't do that, I'm just going to get it ready, get it browned, and then when we get home, I'll be able to cook it in the pressure cooker. As a matter of fact, I'll use the timer function on the Instant Pot, and that will basically get it ready. And about 4 o'clock it'll come on. I'll set it to cook for an hour and 30 minutes. This is about a 3-pound roast. And when we come in, it will be done. We can mash our potatoes and then we can eat. So what I'm going to do right now is just go ahead and season it up. I'm going to put some seasoned salt on it here on this side. Something else we really love is this brown sugar seasoning. And Chloe picked this up for me for Father's Day, if I'm remembering correctly. And it makes pork taste really well. So I'm going to rub it down good in some seasoned salt, and then I'm going to add this brown sugar seasoning that I believe she picked up at Walmart. And we'll get this all rubbed down, and then we will brown it, and then it'll be ready to go under the cook. And I'm going to add in a little pepper here on both sides. I already got the other side pretty well ready to go. And at this point, we're going to get ready to warm up the Instant Pot, because the cool part about the Instant Pot is we can take advantage of its built-in browning feature. We can brown it, get everything ready to go, and leave it and come back home to a delicious pork roast that's going to be all ready to eat. And now I have my this is probably my favorite kitchen cooking appliance. My Instant Pot, I have it out here, and I'm going to reach over here and grab some olive oil. I'm gonna just estimate here and add about, I'll add just a little bit more. That's probably around tablespoon. And I'm going to turn this on brown and let it heat up. And if I seem a little discombobulated today, y'all, what I usually do when I make my videos is I have an island that I pull out here into the kitchen, you know, more out of the, it's not a built-in island, but it's an island that kind of sits, back against the wall. And it has things like the air fryer on it, and it has the stand mixer on it. So what I usually do when I'm cooking is I will pull that out and set everything up there. But I wanted to make things a little quicker today, so I'm actually just trying to do all this from the kitchen counter. And believe it or not, my new tripod is allowing that to happen. I did a FaceTime with Jen so she could look and see how everything was looking. We moved the clutter away as much as possible so y'all didn't see that, you know, we had things sitting on the counter that wasn't put away and things like that. And this might work. And this actually, it's sort of a pain in the neck, pulling all the island and everything out, trying to shoot a video. So if this ends up working out well, I might start shooting right here. And if that's the case, you might see more videos from me because I won't have to go through as much to get ready. So we're just gonna let this heat up for a few minutes and then we'll brown the roast. While we're waiting on this to heat up, the temperatures have really started to drop. We're getting down into the 40s at night now. And you know, I look at these appliances like the Instant Pot. Now, when I was growing up, there were crock pots and there were pressure cookers, but the pressure cookers had to be used on top of the stove, which, you know, any type of heat will heat up the house in the summertime, especially. And I know most of the roasts that I grew up eating were generally cooked slowly in the oven all day, which I still like to make a roast like that every once in a while. But this takes so much time off of all that. You know, if you don't have anything to do and you're going to be home all day and you just want that nice aroma filling the house, yes, cook your roast in the oven so that it, you know, makes the house smell good. But we all live more fast-paced lives than 30 years ago. So the goal now is to try to get things done that tastes great, but take less time. And in my opinion, that's where the Instant Pot really comes in, because you really can cook these things up and they will taste, you know, as long as you brown them and everything first, they'll taste just as good as they did in the oven. So my oil's hot enough now, and I'm just gonna drop this down in here. Listen to that sizzle. And we're going to let it brown on each side for about 5 minutes. And that'll pretty much wrap things up after we do that, because we'll set the timer and let it cook. And then I'll show you the finished product. Oh my gosh, the smell of this roast browning. It just fills the house with such an aroma. There is nothing like it. I think this is my favorite part of the whole thing, of just smelling it while it is browning. All right, so it's been cooking on this side for about 5 minutes or so. So we're gonna go ahead with the help of our trusty tongs and flip it over. And we'll let it cook on that side. And we'll flip it a few more times. And then we'll come right back. All right, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and pull this out. And let you see it up close. There we got it. I'm gonna hold it up here and let it drip a little bit, because I'm sure it will. Now check out that roast. check that out. Now, of course, you know it's not done. It's just been browned some. So now what we need to do before we do anything else, for one, I need to wash my hands, but then we need to deglaze the pot. So I'm just going to put a little water in a bowl here. Go ahead and dump it in. And then we'll take a wooden spoon or wooden spatula and just scrape all the little bits. Whoops, I didn't mean to leave that in there. We'll scrape all the little bits off the bottom of the pot, because if we don't do this, what will tend to happen is you'll get a burn message, and you don't want to get a burn message on your Instant Pot. But don't discard this. These little crunchies and everything that are left in here will help to season your roast. So just scrape them off really well. They will come off. And yeah, I got that one pretty. Oh, here's one little piece right here. We'll scrape that off real good. And that, I still have it on saute, so that's allowing this water to heat up, and it actually breaks loose anything that you might have in the bottom, so it makes it easier to scrape up. So that's what I have just done. And the water that's in there, we need that for our roast anyway. So there's no harm in, I can pick this up. It's not that hot. I have hands of steel, y'all. So I'm just gonna put that in there, and I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off. And let me wash my hands again real quick. Now, what I would generally recommend at this point is that you add in, excuse me, some onion. If you don't have any onions that you can cut up, which I realized before I made this that I'm out of onions, using a package of Lipton onion soup works just as well. So that's what I'm going to be adding in. I do need to say, this is the Great Value brand. This is not actual Lipton onion, but trust me, it tastes the same. Some may not agree, but I'm telling you, there is no difference except for the price. I think these are like, I don't know. I think everything has went up lately. So these might be $1 for a box of 2, and the Lipton brand is like $2 for a box of 2. So you know me, I'm all about saving. I didn't add much water when I deglazed, so I'm gonna add, I'm just estimating, probably another 3/4 cup of water here to the pot. And a really good cooking wine would be good to add in place of the water if you have it. You could add like, oh, I don't know, a cup. But I don't have any of that, so I am going to add my water, which I've already done. I've added my onion soup. And then just for flavor, I'm going to add in 2 bouillon cubes. Now, broth is always better, but I don't have any broth either. I guess we need to go to the grocery store. So I'm going to add in a couple bouillon cubes, and I always have trouble opening these. Y'all got any tips for opening bouillon cubes? They give me one hell of a fit. So in goes our bouillon. Added 2 of those. This pork roast is going to make a lot of juice on its own. So trust me, there'll be plenty of juice to make a gravy or whatever you want to at the end. So at this point, I'm just going to put the lid on. I'm going to lock it to ceiling, and we are going to set a timer using the smartphone app, and we're going to have it come on at 4 p.m. and we're going to have it come to pressure, and we're going to allow it to cook for, let's give it an hour and 30 minutes. All right, so I am in my Smart Cooker app, and this is what I use on my phone to to set up my Instant Pot because trying to use timers and everything on the Instant Pot itself isn't really accessible for somebody that is blind. So I have this app open.
Tab bar.
I'm going to choose
Dashboard, tab,
the
2 of 3.
Dashboard tab.
Selected. Dashboard, tab,
And
2 of 3.
one thing I always do, even though the Instant Pot has all sorts of presets, honestly, the only preset I use is the rice. Now I know where some of the buttons are on the unit itself, like if I want to turn on saute for browning, or if I want to do rice, I know where those buttons are, but for the most part, I control it using this app. So, and there's all kinds of presets here, which I don't use, so we're just going to jump.
1 of 3.
Whoops. We're just going to jump right down to the bottom and choose the manual option.
Manual, button. Duration, heading.
And here we're at the duration.
Duration, 30 minutes, button.
It's set to 30 minutes by default.
30, hit right, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 30.
To 90 minutes.
38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 121.
I'm going to hit the done button.
Done, button. Duration, 90 minutes, button. Pressure level, heading. Low, button. 1 of 2.
Pressure level, you have a choice between low and high.
Walmart, now,
by
leave the shopping to us.
default.
Come back.
It's always set to high, so I'm just going to leave that alone.
Selected. High, button. Start, button. Delay start, button.
And I would generally at this point hit the delay start button and choose the time where I want it to start. But I'm making this video after the fact because the video that I made while I was putting the roast together did not turn out. So I'm doing it again. And if I go in here, it's going to say, oh, your cooker's not paired. That's because it's unplugged. But that's okay. You've seen the main part, and that's how we set it up to cook using the iPhone. All right, so I have the roast out of the Instant Pot. This is what it looks like. And we got it ready before we went out the door today. Set this on a delay timer. Got home about 35, 40 minutes ago. And the timer just went off about 5 minutes ago. And Eddie's standing behind me. I guess he wants in the video today. Hello, Eddie.
No, I don't.
You're in there. Maybe not. You might not be. It's facing down. Okay. So anyway, the roast is out. So thank you so much for watching my video today. Please leave your comments, suggestions, or ideas for future videos in the comments. And don't forget to like this video. And definitely don't forget to share it with your friends. If you haven't subscribed to this channel already, be sure to click the subscribe button and click on the notification bell so that you can be notified when new content is available. Thank you for watching and have a great day.